And now the 22 News Storm Team forecast.
And good Thursday morning. Time now is 6:43. We're taking a live look out in Chicopee for now. We got the cloudy sky, and notice that visibility is starting to decrease a little bit. We're starting to see some more of the steadier rain showers coming in, and we expect that the rain will continue to get a little heavier as we go throughout the morning and into the afternoon. Same for Westfield here. Not looking too bad. You can see the flags are barely moving. Got a light breeze right out of the east for now, 3 miles per hour in Springfield, 6 miles per hour there in Westfield. We do expect the wind to pick up, though, as we go through the morning and into the afternoon. I expect that by this afternoon, we'll see winds around 10 to 20 miles per hour. Could see an occasional wind gust around 30 miles per hour for later today. So it does become breezy. Temperatures out there for now in the 40s. We're 46 in Northampton, only 45 there in Springfield, and the low to mid 40s back in the Berkshires at the moment. Going throughout the rest of the day, these temperatures do stay mostly just in the 40s to near 50. I think the majority of us will stay in the upper 40s, but there could be a few spots, especially Springfield, that does touch around 50 degrees, which is still well below average for this time of year. Lots of rain as we go through the morning and into the afternoon. And also, as I mentioned, the wind will pick up as well. The average high temperature this time of year, 75 degrees. So in many areas, we'll be around 25 degrees below average, if not more. So a really chilly day ahead, and we'll stay below average over the next few days. 55 for the day tomorrow, 60 for the day on Saturday, back in the mid to upper 60s on Sunday, and I do expect we'll be back in the low 70s in time for Memorial Day on Monday, but still it'll be slightly below average. So below average temperatures look to stay with us over the coming days. We can take a live look at ESP Live Doppler radar here. You can see around Greenfield back to the orange, really not a lot going on. Even around Northampton, it's very, very light. But starting to see our first rounds of some of this more steady rain shower activity, and even a few downpours here across Hamden County. Springfield out through Palmer, even around, let's say, Holland, you can see that we are dealing with a little bit more in the way of some steadier showers. And then as you get off towards western Hamden County, notice around Chester, down through around Great Barrington, some of this yellow starting to pop up. That is indicating some of the heavier showers and downpours starting to come on in. So clouds of radar, you can see all this water coming in out of the south. And notice a lot of the yellow starting to pop up here, moving into Long Island. So we are going to be dealing with some heavier rain as we go through later this morning and into the afternoon. 22 Storm Team Skycast here, 7 o'clock. The radar will fill in, and as the rain starts, it will be starting off fairly light. But notice around 10 a.m., we're starting to see a lot more of the darker greens and some yellows popping up. And also notice that a lot of the yellow shading, indicating that heavier rain, stays mostly east of the Connecticut River. So the idea for today will be heaviest and the most rain falls east of the Connecticut River. So the eastern half of our 3 counties will see the most rain. And then you head off to the west back towards the Berkshires, and still going to get rain, but less rain and lighter rain will fall the further west you go. So as time goes on, 6 p.m. this evening, it's still raining for everyone. Again, notice heavier rain along and east of 91 here. And we do see the rain heading into the overnight, 10 p.m. here, still raining. But as temperatures fall, especially in some of the highest terrain of the Berkshires, well above 1,000 feet, you might be able to mix in a few wet snowflakes here as temperatures do fall towards the upper 30s in some of the highest terrain. But of course, nobody, or I expect really no one, will see any accumulation by any means. But it's just to show you that it's pretty impressive. We're going to see some really chilly air come in as we go into the overnight, that some spots in the Berkshires could see a few wet snowflakes mix in. When all said and done, though, again, notice heaviest rain is east of the Connecticut River, where you see some of the purples and reds indicating around or over 2 inches of rain. Then you head here in the valley around 1 to 1.5 inches, and then back in the Berkshires around 1/2 inch to 1 inch. So further west you go, less rain. Further east you go, more rain you got. When all said and done with the rain totals, I think around 1.5 inches will be a pretty common average, maybe up to 2 inches in some spots. So in terms of the wind, gusting around 20 miles per hour here in the valley towards this afternoon. But back in the Berkshires, there could be some spots that gust over 30 miles per hour. So it will be a breezy afternoon here. Notice around 3 p.m. still, wind gusts around 20, 25 miles per hour for most of us. Up around 30 miles per hour in the Berkshires, and we do stay breezy heading into the evening as well. So for today, temperatures in the 40s to right around 50, rain and wind as we go towards this afternoon. Heading into the overnight, upper 30s, low 40s, on and off showers. Patchy fog is definitely possible for tonight, so heads up on that. And for the rest of the 22 Storm Team 7-day forecast, showers out there tomorrow. Temperature still cool in the 50s. A few showers are possible Saturday, especially in the morning. High temperatures for the weekend in the 60s, and then for Memorial Day on Monday, it looks pretty good. Sun and cloud mix, temperatures in the 70s, and we stay right around 70 heading into next week. Overnight low temperatures in the 40s and 50s. Want to check out our latest forecast? You could do so by getting the free 20 News mobile app.